Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bridget. Today I'm going to be trying something a little new. I'm going to be telling you a story time. I know these are very common amongst YouTubers. I don't consider myself a YouTuber, but I still would love to share this story with you because what else am I gonna do, right? Right? Anyways, let's go right into it. Okay, so this probably happened about a few months ago. I don't know, I'm bad with time. So what happened is one day, me and my family, we had been out from like the beginning of the day till late in the day because we had a lot going on. We just were busy, we were running all day, running so many errands, and I have a big family, so we were all together. Now when we got home, we were really exhausted, and so we decided just to call it a night. We ate dinner, and we came to bed because we were exhausted from all the errands we were in. So we fell asleep, and I hadn't slept that well in a couple of nights, so it was really good for me to fall asleep when I did, and I was actually sleeping really deeply when I woke up to my mom turning on the light in my room and saying, "Do you have an iPod in here?" And I was really confused. I was just like, Jesus? So obviously I had no clue where this iPod was, and I was super confused on why my mom was waking me up about this because it was super random to me. So I turned over, I rolled over, and I looked at my time, and I looked at my mom and I said, "What's going on?" And she's like, "Well, there's a cop at the door looking for an iPod." I said, "What? Why?" And she says, "Well, the neighbor's with him and they're looking for a stolen iPod. You don't happen to have one, do you?" And I was like, no. I've never been the type to steal or do any of that stuff. So it was really weird to hear that my neighbor was accusing us for doing that. So my mom woke up my whole family. Let me remind you, it is 1 a.m. in the morning. So I sit down in my living room and I see this cop at the door and I'm like, oh my gosh. And the neighbor's down in the distance by our car. The cop says to my mom, "Well, I have it right here on my phone." I need something to use as a phone. This will do. "Well, you see, it says it's in your house right here, so I gotta look inside your house." And I was looking at him like, iPods don't have data. I was like, excuse me, sir, iPods don't have data, and we would have to have it connected to the internet for it to be able to be picked up on your device. He said, nope, they have data. And I was like, oh, he's the cop. He knows better than me. I respect my elders. He's older than me, so he's probably right. So I continued doing nothing, sitting on that couch waiting, and he's like, "Can I just come inside your house and look?" And my stepdad looks at my mom and he's like, I mean, we didn't have the iPod, but it was still violating our rights for him to come inside of our house and search our house for something we did not have at 1 a.m. So he says, "Well, if you don't let me in, I can go and get a warrant and come in and search your whole house." So we didn't want to deal with any of the drama, so we let him in. So the cop comes in and he immediately goes to my room because that's where his little device says it is, right? So he came into my bedroom and he looks around my room. He's, "See anything?" He sees my iPad. So he walks over, yeah, iPad. He walks over to my iPad and he picks up and he goes, "Is this it?" And I'm like, "That's my iPad. I paid for that with my own money." And he was like, he walked out of my room. He walked out the front door with it, and he gave it to the lady, and the lady says, "This isn't it." And he was like, "Oh." And he walked back in and handed it to me. Dude, seriously? So he comes back in and he's looking around on his thing. He goes in my brother's room. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? He didn't find anything. Oh, I'm so surprised. So finally he's like, "Whatever. We will find this, right?" And we're like, "We don't have it. If you need help finding it, we will help you find it, but we don't have it." And our neighbor's standing there like, but we did not have this iPod that had data. And by the time the cop left, it was about 2:30. He was here looking for this iPod. The next morning, my stepdad and my mom head over to the sheriff's office and to complain because number one, he was not driving a police car. Number two, he did not state his name. And number three, it was 1 freaking a.m. in the morning. He couldn't deal with this tomorrow, you know, like early in the morning, or if, I don't know. They head down there and they talk to the head guy and he's like, "Nope, it's all your fault. You let him in. He did nothing wrong." So basically they blamed it all on us, and because this whole thing was our fault, because it was our fault to be waking up at 1 a.m. in the morning to a cop pounding on our front door nonstop. That's our fault, right? My bad. After we were accused, we came home and my mom looked up. Can iPods have data? Can you guess what it said? Wild guess. It said iPods don't have data. And they can't have data. And the little blue light that was on his thing that was detecting where it was saying the blue light stood for you're using what you're using in your hand to look for the device. Does it make sense? Let's say I was looking for my iPad and I pick my iPad up and I'm like, I better look for my iPad. Click the button. It'll turn blue because guess what? I'm looking for the item that is in my hand. It was all just really sketchy and the guy was really rude to us. So we never found out if our neighbor did find the iPod or not, but it really upset us because we have been treated poorly by our neighbors a lot and they haven't been really kind to us. It's just kind of unfortunate because we didn't do anything wrong to them. Anyways, that's all for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of your watching this and whatever you call that. If you want more videos like this and more story times, let me know in the comment section and I will definitely act on whatever you guys want. So yeah, thank you for watching. Because I had to wake up for this words.